Into that limp mode where it, derates itself. I wasn't really excited to come to work today. I also knew that deck plate needed to be looked at, so came in and pre-trimmed the truck and then took it right to the mechanic shop. When I started up the truck, the stop engine light came on. I go, oh, okay, this is going to be a good day. So we took it in and they fabricated a clamp for the deck plate. That was no problem. And then the guy that's been working on the computer on this truck said he did a little research. And he says he thinks what's happening is the truck isn't regenning itself enough. So when it goes a long time and then it regens, it's not enough to really clean it out, and then we get those codes. He says, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to force regen it this morning and see if that clears it up. So we sat around for 45 minutes cleaning the truck while it regen, and when it was all said and done, the truck was good as new. No more stop engine light, no more D-rate. We got full power again. So that was good. After that, we picked up a load of t-shirts, took it over to a t-shirt distribution warehouse about a mile away. Stood by and offloaded I think it was only like 6 pallets. Took that empty into the shipping terminal, got rid of it. At that point, what did we do after that? I can't even remember. It's been such a busy day. Oh yeah. After that, we ran over to the Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard, picked up an empty container, took that back to the shipping terminal, and then we bobtailed over to the Inter Island Shipping Terminal, and we picked up an empty 40-foot reefer container, put that on dock 10, and then ran back and got an empty 20-foot dry container, put that on dock number 2. Those are both going to Lanai tomorrow, so for consolidated freight going to Lanai. Checked in with dispatch just now, and she gave me this run, which I call a good run because we get to get out of the city. Head out to Waipahu. normal wind for this time of year. So these hot southerly winds are just a precursor for heavy rains later when the winds change. And weatherman says that might be tomorrow. This is the typical winter weather here in Hawaii. The north winds and the south winds, they push each other back and forth, and we're stuck right in the middle. Some years you get days and days and days of rain, which is the warm, moist air from the south. And other years you get just bright blue, sunny skies, and it's freezing. You know, it's 60 degrees. It's just the cool air from the north. And this just goes on every winter. It pushes itself back and forth, back and forth. So sore this morning. Saturday I had a nice relaxing day off, but Sunday was our first for me sports photography photo shoot. We did 6 baseball teams over in Kaneohe yesterday. T-ball, little guys. So I probably did like over 100 deep knee bends trying to get down to their level. That's why my lower back and knees are a little bit sore this morning. I was wondering, what did I do this morning that messed up my back? I said, oh no, it wasn't today, it was yesterday. Take that out to Waipahu, get off and make our way into the Waipahu area where this heavy equipment warehouse is located. The rest of the day just relaxing, calling most of my friends and seeing what they were up to in the new year. So now my phone is full of text messages. I don't text. Make our way up onto the interstate. From here out to Waipahu is about 8 miles maybe. the empty, pull it off the dock and back it up to the back of the full, and then drop the empty and hook up to the full and put it on the dock. That's the plan. So we dropped the empty that was on the dock. Make sure it's roadworthy and take it back to the shipping terminal Sand Island. This will be our 7th movement of the day. It's now 1:29. And we also got like 10 minutes of paperwork to take care of. Well, hopefully later on I'll be more in a mood to do paperwork. We took care of the important stuff. But now we're going to take this empty 40-foot container back to the shipping terminal Sand Island. The Monday ship is a little late, so the shipping terminal's gone to a modified schedule where they're going to stay open until 5:45, almost 6 o'clock. And we're still waiting for LTLs off the ship, so it might be a long day pulling LTLs. Usually gets busy right around 2 o'clock. So it's 1:37 right now. Making our way back to the shipping terminal. Terminal Sand Island, and the pin box guy said go ahead and drop it on the side. We got a driver that's looking for an empty container. So we don't have to flip it. Looked like they were packing up because I didn't see them closing the gate yet, but they were. Looked like they were. Okay, let's do that. Hold on. 459. 445. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start on the LTLs now. The reason it gets busy at 2 o'clock is because that's when the weigh station closes. And all the heavy cans that we're not real sure they're legal gross, but it might not be legal based on axles because things tend to move around a little bit when it gets shipped. So rather than get a ticket, just be safe and do it after 2. Alpha 16 installed. That's probably how we're going to end up today, just holding on LTLs and loading up the docks so that the warehouse something to do tonight. There's a big military ship in the harbor here. Oh, I know what that is. That's the satellite tracking ship. 52,000 pounds shipping weight, so it's on the heavy side. That'll be our 8th movement. That's it, 4:20. Time to shut it down. That's it. Truck is running good. I'm always looking for other things to work on. Hopefully when I'm on vacation I can talk him into taking the front drums off and inspecting the front brakes. I have a feeling that something's not right on the driver front. Because when there's heavy cans on the truck and you hit the brakes, you feel something on that wheel. That's the only time you feel it though, is when you got heavy cans. So yeah, that'd be good if they could take a look at that. Got a couple of fuel lines that are seeping just a little bit that maybe they could replace. Other than that, the truck ran really good. No codes, no warnings. We'll see what happens in 200 or 300 miles when it's time to regen, if it's going to do that. Oh, that's what he's going to do. He says he was going to force regen it a couple of times while I was gone. I guess there's different types of regens. He says he thinks that might be what the problem is. But we had a pretty good day. Came in at 6 o'clock. We did 10 container movements. We drove 86 miles. Not a whole lot of driving. Furthest we went was Waipahu. Not bad, I'll take it. So we'll work one more day tomorrow and then we'll take a week off and we'll be rested up and back after that. So we're gonna head on home. I have salmon fillets. I need to make a salad, and I have leftover potatoes and vegetables and stuff, stir fries from the weekend. But think I'm going to open up a new bag of rice. I got a big 25-pound bag of rice. I think it's time to open that up. Make a new pot of rice. Rice, salad, salmon fillets. That's what's for dinner. That is it for today. Thanks for watching. Aloha.